Joining us now, the mayor of Miami, Mayor Francis Suarez. Mayor, it's great to have you on, sir. Let's get your reaction to this sound. It's good to see you. The First Lady, Jill Biden, comparing Latinos to breakfast tacos and mispronouncing the word bodegas. Let's watch this. Watch.
Raul helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the bodegas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, is your strength.
What's your reaction? The National Association of Hispanic Journalists slammed this, saying we're not tacos. What's your take on it?
Well, I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, I think what has happened is the Democrats have been seeing Hispanics trending Republican now for a few election cycles. And part of the reason is they've misclassified Hispanics monolithically by calling them Latinx, which no one that I know goes by that moniker, identifies at all with a Latinx term. And then, I guess trying to show that they are, in fact, understanding of the nuances of Hispanic culture, mispronounce bodega, talk about the blossoms of Miami. I have no idea what they're talking about with regard to the blossoms of Miami. And of course, compare San Antonio Hispanics to tacos. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than that in terms of not understanding the nuances of Hispanic culture. And it's precisely why Hispanics are trending Republican, in addition to the fact that Hispanics care about, conservative agenda of pro-family and pro-economy, where obviously the current administration is failing miserably.
Mr. Mayor, to your point, the New York Times Siena College poll shows 2/3, 63% of Hispanics do not want the president to run again. And to your point, we've seen polls from Quinnipiac and Monmouth. Hispanic voters care about crime. They're upset about that. They're upset about inflation. And they're upset about the border collapse, to the point where in Texas, Republican Mayor Flores just won that special election for a House seat that Democrats had held for more than a century. So it's, Hispanics are way more, heartland mainstream than many people realize, it seems.
Yeah, I think there's 4 Hispanic Republican congressional candidates that are doing well in their respective seats. And as you said, in Miami, in the Miami area, the former president won Florida in 2020 by an expanded margin that increased from a 100,000 vote victory in 2016 to a 400,000 vote victory. And you can attribute that almost exclusively to him doing better in Miami-Dade County, where policies that were aimed specifically at Cubans and Venezuelans really resonated with those Hispanic minority groups. But that's because they understood the nuances and the differences and what were the issues that each group wanted. And unfortunately, you're seeing Democrats first misclassify them as a monolith. And then when they try to talk about Hispanics in their individual capacities, I mean, just completely messing it up.
Mayor Suarez, it was great to have you on. Please come back again soon, sir. It's good to see you.
Anytime.